أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers in Islam. I received through my email from Mathaba in Toronto their own Ijtihad on the question they were asked on multiple timetables for Ramadan dawn and Suhoor ending. Is it 12, 15, 16 and 18 degrees or not? The answer was by Sheikh Yusuf Badat. The question was, there are a number of Ramadan timetables that are circulating. That is true. There are multiple beginning times for Fajr, dawn. This confuses me. Confusion, truly speaking. According to which timing do I end my suhoor, pre-dawn meals? Which timetable do I follow? The answer, according to Sheikh Yusuf Badat, that was in May 2018, in the name of Allah, most kind, most merciful. Thank you, Jazakallahu khair, for your question. We understand your dilemma and pray the Almighty accepts your fasting during the blessed month of Ramadan. Well, you must follow the Sunna of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, my brothers. There's no sympathy. He said, down Fajr time, it is a consensus by all Islamic jurists that Fajr, dawn time and Suhoor ending sets in at the appearance of the Shafaq al-Abiyad, whiteness in the sky across the horizon. They mentioned the verse, Baqarah number 187, the explanations of Abdullah ibn Abbas, Ibn Khuzaimah, and the Hakim, that there are two Fajrs. One, it does not prevent eating, nor does it permit prayer. That is the implication. It does not prevent eating, nor does it permit prayers. It allows eating and does not allow prayer, prohibits it. As for the other, it prohibits eating and allows the prayer. Now that is the danger. If you miss one, you get the other. If you miss the other, you get the one. Ibn Qadama emphasizes that there is scholarly consensus that the time for the Fajr prayer commences with the arrival of the true dawn, which we don't know, according to the Sunna of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that are explained clearly with references in my book. The true dawn can be distinguished from the false dawn in that it appears as a clear white line along the horizon in Al-Mughni. This view is adopted by all Sunni Islamic jurists, which is wrong. Al-Fiqh ala Madhahib al-Arba'a. I think I have this book, I think about 4 or 3 volumes, I don't know, by Zahili or something of that nature. Reason for varying opinions. The difference of opinion stems from this, when this Shafaq al-Abiyad, whiteness in the sky across the horizon, actually occurs. Precision, that is the index of Islam. Precision. This is the reason you are seeing varying Ramadan timetables showing multiple timings for dawn, suhoor endings. But we don't know whether it is the same thing. We know the difference. I think it's about 10 kilometers or 10 miles. I think you get about 2 minutes or so in prayer times. Zuhur, if you are 10 miles eastwards, it is earlier. 10 miles westwards, it is later. But what of a relation with the appearance of the moon from the eastern horizon? We don't have that particular data, and it's grace. Now, that's not the reason precisely. I know sometimes I tried it. My Fulanis are about, I think, 20 kilometers away from me, where I'm eastwards. So if the sun or the moon sets, I will phone them. About 2 minutes, the moon will set in their own, they are westwards of me. So I tried to make that research, but that time I don't write down. But definitely I used to phone them. The moon has set. What of you? Oh, it is there. 2 minutes, they will phone me that it also has set. So my brothers, that is the truth. We have to learn. Science helps you to understand Islam. So, generally, he said in Canada, the most common timing followed for dawn is when the sun is 15 degrees below the horizon. Now, he said, this year's dawn in Ramadan on the 17th May 2018 is as follows, according to the specified degree. 18 degrees, 3:47. 15 degrees, 4:11 a.m. 12 degrees, 4:35. But what he says, therefore, is that on that very month of Ramadan, they said the sun is 12 degrees before the horizon. That was at 4:35. So that was the limit of the suhoor and the limit, the beginning of Fajr prayer. So technically this is wrong according to Sunna of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which I explained in my book. So this is the contention. Now, if they stopped at 4:35, well, what of the prayer? It's just a matter of luck. What of the next day? Now, that's the mistakes again done by the Muslim Umma, that Fajr time increases daily. It does not increase daily. Even time of Zuhr and Asr prayers, it may take about a month by my own estimate, by my own Ijtihad, before it changes. Sometimes 2 weeks. Sometimes it will change, especially around the 13th, 14th, 15th. and also 26, 27, 28. It can change any time. So one has to be alert. So, what I'm trying to draw the attention of our brothers is, Fajr time is governed by, not, as they said, when the sun is below. No, you don't make use of the sun for estimating worshipings at night. The sun is only in the morning for activities sunrise to sunset. So that is a reality that you reject, but it's only on selfishness. Then the recommendation is, it would be lovely to have every region across Canada adopt one particular stance. So all the Ramadan timetables should be synchronized. That is exactly, as I said, probably not possible. I don't know their northern hemispheres, but it's not very far away from us. Because my experience is there is distinct 20 kilometers difference when this moon sets. So we made this research, nobody has made it. So this is not a true statement, recommendation. We should base it on the sighting of the moon. And it's only once in a particular time until the next time. Okay? However, due to the lack of the existence of an agreed Canadian Central Islamic Authority, this is a disgrace. There's no Khalifa. We don't mind episodes of Khalifa in Canada, but what of the 54 predominantly Muslim countries, including my country, Nigeria? Predominantly in the north, we have no authority at all. It's a disgrace. Let me repeat. However, due to the lack of the existence of an agreed Canadian Central Islamic Authority, that is episodes of a Khalif, but if there is episodes of a Khalif, there must be a chief imam. Definitely makes your own fatwa, but based on the reality, as I said, you cannot say the whole of Kaduna State will sight the moon at the same time. No, there's a difference, as I said. 20, I think, kilometers or 20 miles, 2 minutes difference. Each masjid, organization, and all Islamic expert will opt what they feel is most accurate. But why are the experts? They don't know anything. Experts, they don't listen. Selfishness, color differentiations. We must all understand Arabic language, but it is color. You are white, I am black. So, as I said, my brothers, it's a disgrace to say that there is no central authority. In such a case, we request you to note the following. Be respectful of each stance, and they all have Islamic grounding. No, they don't have. Abstain from argumentation and on personal attacks against those who disagree with your stance. No, this goes beyond that. Don't make it tribal and don't make it color. Okay? But you must have your books. Nobody has read my book, only one. And he is the only one who will enter paradise if he actually followed my argument, my fatwa, my ijtihad, referring everything to Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In the matter of fasting, caution would dictate following an earlier timing. Not at all. It is precise, distinct, on the dot. To end suhoor, pre-dawn meal. Now let me go back to what he said. If we earlier time, say like 3:47 a.m. The Sahur. When is he going to observe his Fajr prayer? The Fajr prayer is observed before. That is the danger. The Fajr prayer is observed before. Because that's also the time of true Fajr. So you see, my brothers, if you refuse to read my book, okay? I'm not saying you must buy it. In the matter of Fajr Salah, following a later time would be more cautious. You see the difference. That means they are saying that you do not observe your Fajr prayer 3:47 to 4:35 an hour. There's no justification. That's not the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see the problem. You see our main problem, arrogance. Taking the balanced route of adopting the middle ground amongst all the suggested timings is also being recommended. That is ridiculous. That is saying that they should stop eating 4:11 a.m. and then when do they start the Fajr prayer? How long do you have to take? Is it a problem? Lack of reading? So the idea of adopting the middle ground amongst all the suggested timings have also been recommended is falsehood. There's something like وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا is different from a middle ground. Is an expression which is harming Islam. There's something like is opportunity and the convenience in Islam. Then Allah will forgive you. If you have a local Islamic scholar or organization you are connected to for Islamic information, mentoring, and or guidance, you can adopt their verdict. Never become a muqallid. They are wrong. The whole world is wrong. Look at us how we are praying, prolonging khutbah. For what reason? So my brothers, as I said, I pity you. My book is still available. I think I agreed that it should be made available for this year only alone. Because last year, only 1 out of 18 million will enter paradise. Out of all those who fasted last year, only 1. Because he observed his sahur and broke his fast according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So my brothers, be extremely careful of deceit and deception. Assalamu alaikum.